Hello, welcome back to Wednesday, or welcome to Wednesday. We haven't done this Wednesday before, but we have done a Wednesday together previously where we talk about visibility, speaking, content, your online presence, your digital disco, and speaking up, all of that great stuff. So today I want to help you with credibility and becoming an easy yes. So the first exercise I want to give you is this. People need to see you, hear you, experience you, and be able to put a face to the name, a name to the bio. So I want you to come up with some recognizable, familiar vibes that people associate with you. Now, you could do this through branding, through color, through the way that you start and finish your videos, from the themes that you do. I want you to bring a bit of soap opera vibes in, meaning even if I haven't seen a soap opera for a while, and I don't really watch them these days, I kind of know what I'm going to expect. And I did this a lot with Neighbours, you know, growing up. I watched it religiously in the 80s and the 90s. And then in the 2000s, I was kind of in and out with it a little bit. And yet, when I used to go to my grandparents' house, they used to watch it probably at lunchtime and in the evening. But we used to go, and he would laugh and say, yeah, nothing really has happened. Toadie's still doing this. This thing is happening. And it was very familiar. It was very comforting. I want you to think about your personal brand in that way. Not saying that it needs to be predictable or repeating itself, but just have that sense that we know you. We know what to expect. Number 2, a picture can tell us a lot. So we know automatically that there are people trolling out there who they've just got random digits as their username. They've got no picture. And it's just like, who are these people? What are they doing? And a picture of you doing things, you speaking, you being live, tells us so much. You bring us into your world. So I want you to think about that and make sure that we are seeing you in your brand. The number of times where people give themselves like this quirky handle, and I don't know what their first name is. And so if I was ever to approach them about something, and I did this a lot with the podcast, it's like, I actually don't know what their first name is. And so you'd end up doing this, hi, lovely, hi. And you wouldn't put hi at so-and-so. So it's really important to add you in there. Number 3, the media requires it. It's part of your toolkit. I want you to get ready now. And this is something that we really cover in Speak Up, really building up your toolkit so you are ready for those opportunities as and when they come. I want you to think about all of these things, your headshots, your videos, your CV, your bio. Is it all good to go? And if it isn't, I want you to carve out some time to do it now whilst you've got time and whilst you haven't got that deadline going, hi, can you do it immediately? And so you've got that space within it. Knowing you have it will allow you to say yes. So often there is this narrative, especially amongst women, that we're not ready. We're not quite there yet. We can't say yes. We don't have anything in place. It's not a perfect. It's all of these things. And there's so many stats in terms of applying for jobs. You know, women won't apply for something unless, I mean, I'm paraphrasing here, but they won't apply for something unless they have 100% of the skills. And the thing is, most of us are intuitive, we're proactive, we can think on our feet, we can do these things. And so whatever the situation is, no doubt we will rise to it. We will find a way, we'll dig deep, we'll come up with a new idea, we'll be solution orientated. And so doing these practical things, such as getting things in place as part of your toolkit, will allow you to say yes. And I've spoken about this so often, but the time when these calls come in is 10 to 6. Can you do this? We're doing this live radio show tomorrow. Can you come and have this meeting? We've had a out. Can you come and step in? Can you do all of these things? And it's so, so powerful when you can say yes in that way. Finally, I want you to be in service to the big version of you, the one who not only receives the opportunities, but who creates them, who says yes, who is the go-to person. This all comes from you. And yes, you might have a lucky break, or somebody might pluck you from obscurity and suddenly your world will open up. But I tell you what, the most popular thing that keeps people in the game, and I've listened to so many podcasts over time, are those people who are still in the game, who still put themselves up for things, who are still proactive, who are still passionate, who are still trying to connect the dots, who come up with ideas, who say, what if we did this? How about this? You don't hear about the people who just sit back and wait for the phone to ring and go, well, if somebody wanted me, then they'd call me. That doesn't happen. You have to be front and center of people's minds, ready to say yes. So I hope those practical things have helped today. If you want more help and support, I've got a brand new mini course called How to Become a Paid Speaker, even when nobody knows who you are. There's Speak Up, which is great as well, and your digital disco, all of which will be really useful in terms of your visibility and helping you every step of the way. Lots of love, and I'll see you next time. Bye.